You know what The Rock is also full of? And that's because a lot of what The Rock was saying at the end of that, let me say something.
Confirms.
I think pretty much what he was saying confirms everything that I was saying in that clip, because he's reminding you that I am a board of director and I am on the board of TKO. He's calling himself the board. That's the same I was saying. So you want to call me a jack off idiot? Well, I guess this jack off idiot.
What's wrong with that?
Got under your skin enough that you had to spend 2 minutes a month away from WrestleMania talking about me, Dave LaGreca. And let me say something else. And this is where I really take exception, because there's a video that's playing. He's showing the video of this show. And who's on the left and who's on the right of me? 2 Hall of Famers, 2 WWE Hall of Famers, 2 people that you know well. And Bully, no disrespect here, obviously, because you're known by many names. You've gotten many characters and names over during your Hall of Fame career. As you may know him, The Rock, Bubba Ray Dudley, one half of the most decorated tag teams of all time, was on that video. Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, on that video. The fuck's up, man? You don't acknowledge 2 Hall of Famers? Two of the greats in the history of this business that you love so much? You don't acknowledge them at all?
I don't want to speak for Mark here, but I know why he won't acknowledge me. Because he knows that I'll come on this show and I will verbally assassinate him. Rock is scared of me on the mic, and he knows what I can do. So he's not going to single me out, because I'll cut a scathing promo on him. Mark?
Dave, a lot of times people that I hold at high regard, rocking the mic, no pun intended, The Rock, The Miz, they are so cerebral. They're so aware of what they're saying that they set themselves up for success, and they lay the groundwork for you to have failure. You're a smart guy, Dave. You're beyond somebody that's going to just speak with their emotions. You're going to speak with power. You're going to speak with understanding of the topic or the subject matter, and you're going to be able to debate somebody like The Rock. Now, if The Rock wanted to run for president, he could.
He could.
Can you imagine how great a debate he would be against anyone? Anyone. You don't want to go there with The Rock. He'll eviscerate you. But that's the average person. The people on this show can crack whip with the best of them, as Dusty said. And he, you talked about being in his head. I think you are in his head, Dave, because at the end of his promo, he ran it. And I don't know if y'all watch The Incredibles. That cartoon said it was a very smart, well-designed movie, because it said villains, they always stay the point, and then they do what? They monologue, because they're half narcissistic and they want to hear themselves talk. And after a while, they always end up setting themselves up for what?
Failure.
L. And I feel like The Rock was able to state his point and give you the verbal jabs and call you a jack off. All of the painful barbs that he threw at you. But then he started the monologue and he told on himself.
He did. It's a great point, Mark.
He did exactly what was said about him. He reiterated and made it like, that's a good thing. I'm the boss. it's a good thing that I'm on the TKO board, that I own everything The Rock. Like, he just went off. If he would have stopped at the barbs and hit you with and you'll never get close to The Rock, which, you know what? I think that he's doing us a solid, just mentioning us, because him mentioning us and putting emphasis on us is giving us life. But we are giving him life because we're the soul of wrestling media. Anybody that watches pro wrestling, that work their ass off, and they can't watch wrestling like we watch wrestling. They call in. They tune in to SiriusXM so they can get the stories report on pro wrestling. That's who we are. And The Rock has finally found out that Busted Open exists.
Well, here's the thing, Mark, and there's a lot of truth to what you said, because the truth always comes out, right? Like, he threw the barbs, he threw the little one-liners at me, but at the end of that, the truth came out. Guys, I didn't get personal. Even in that clip, I say, hey, I don't hate The Rock on a personal level. I talk about in the world of wrestling. He had decided to go lowbrow. I didn't go lowbrow. He had decided to go blue and go lowbrow. He made it personal on me. I didn't make it personal on him. I stuck to the facts. Okay? And I guess when you're in the wrong, guys, right, the facts can hurt. When you're in the wrong, you know. This is, you know what? I did a rebuttal, and my rebuttal is available on the Busted Open podcast. It's available on YouTube. Let's play a clip, and I want to thank Jonathan Hood and Justin LeBar on the show yesterday, talking about this at length. Great job on the Sunday show, fellas. But let's go back.
What about the Saturday show?
Let's go back to my rebuttal and what I had to say on the emergency podcast right after The Rock's comments.
You had your time, and it was great. You had your time, but it's time for somebody new, and that man's name is Cody Rhodes. And I'm going to watch him finish the story. And I love that I've gotten under your skin enough that you did an Instagram post about it. An Instagram post. I'm a Cody crybaby, and damn proud. It's called fandom. It's called passion. It's called love. It's not using your platform as a member and a board member of TKO to completely change the landscape and the story that we've been following. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I would love it. I would love open forum, Busted Open live 7 days a week. You pick the day. You pick the time. I'll be there. And I will be in Philadelphia to watch my guy, Cody Rhodes, beat Roman Reigns in the main event of night number 2. A main event that the fans didn't want you in. Didn't want you.
Bully, where was the lie? First of all, Bully, did I go lowbrow? Did I name call? Did I say anything on a personal level? Bully, please, if there was a lie in what I had to say, let me know.
No lies detected. No lowbrow comments made. You hit him right between his eyes with facts. End of story.
Dave, the Rock, his MO is to make us laugh at the people that he's talking to and about. He's always been that guy. Michael Cole was a recipient of it. The fans, he called them the trailer, large gathering of trailer park trash, meth addicts. He goes at, that's his gimmick.
Yep.
I don't want you to take offense to somebody's gimmick. At some point in this world, there's going to come a day. Either The Rock is going to be on this show and we're going to talk to him, or we're going to see him out in the world. If it's on a media scrum, something, we're going to see him. Might as well be respectful. That's all we're asking. Let's keep it professional. Let's keep it respectful.
Did he keep it professional? Did he keep it respectful?
He did not.
He did not.
We.
No, he didn't. The answer is no.
Let's keep ourselves at a higher standard because we know who we are. We're prepared for the verbal battles. That being said, The Rock is going to have to come to us. We don't have to go to him.
Mark, you know me, Mark. You always try to give me my flowers, and I'm not somebody that likes a pat on the back. I'm not somebody that likes the flowers. What really bothered me about that video is the fact that my friends, my mentors in the world of pro wrestling, the guys who taught me a lot about this world that I didn't know about, legends, Hall of Famers, the two guys I'm talking to right now were in that video. He didn't even acknowledge you two in that video.
But don't you get it? That's in saying nothing. He's taking a shot at us.
That's what I'm saying. By not mentioning you, mentioning you guys, he's taking. That's disrespect.
What is he going to say about me and Mark, Dave? You think he's going to take a shot at me and Mark? Rocky respects me and Mark. He's not taking shots at us. No way. Because if he takes a shot at me and Mark, now he's opening up a can of worms. It was all about you, but he's including me and Mark in the clip because we just happened to be there.
Right.
So you keep being your Cody crybaby. You keep being the voice of the crybabies. You keep doing what you're doing. All I know is this. 15 years ago, you nerdy pink robe wearing, red glass wearing jadrul, started a show.
By the way, all true, by the way.
Started a show called Busted Open, a wrestling show that you were told would never make it, never succeed, never doing a damn thing. Fast forward to this very moment right now. Busted Open is 7 days a week. Busted Open is a live radio show. It's the biggest pro wrestling show on God's green earth. We have 2 podcasts, a daily podcast and a master's class. We are the center of the pro wrestling fucking universe. And who's talking about us? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Now Rushmore's calling. Hello, Dave LaGreca. Could you answer the phone, please? Mount Rushmore's calling.
We can let Rock say all he wants. Thank you for including us in the video.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. Come on the show whenever you want. Let's talk. Let's have some fun.
And you can verbally abuse Dave all you want, but he's going to give it back.
I'm just saying.
He's got 2 tag partners.
But here's the thing, Mark. I don't want to tag in. I mean, I would love to tag in. Don't get me wrong. But I don't want to tag in.
And I understand, Bully, what you're saying is that, and no disrespect to you guys, obviously, because as I'm saying to you, you guys understand this. You guys know this. His beef isn't with you guys. His beef is with me, the fan. His beef is with the fan. Because The Rock thought that he was just going to walk in. I'm just going to stroll in. And then I'm The Rock. The fans are going to drop whatever they're doing, and they're going to cheer me because I'm The Rock. And when he didn't get that, he was like, oh, shit. He wasn't prepared for that. He thought he was just going to walk right in and take somebody else's story and just be in the main event at WrestleMania. And the fans said, don't think so, pal. Ain't happening. Not today, brother.
Do you remember back in the day when fans would hold up signs in the crowd that said, so-and-so fears so-and-so? The Rock fears Dave LaGreca.
Well, I appreciate that, but The Rock doesn't fear Dave LaGreca.
Let me tell you something. Of course he does. He wouldn't have included you in the video. He knows that a guy like you can stir up a large portion of the wrestling universe. He knows a guy like you is recognizable. You got a voice. And those Cody crybabies will be screaming loud come WrestleMania. Those Cody, whatever Rock fans there might be in that arena in Philadelphia will get drowned out by the Cody crybabies. And you should be in that stadium with that pink robe on, rallying those Cody crybabies. You should march into the stadium with all of your fellow Cody crybabies.
I just had a vision, Bully. Thank you for that. Dave LaGreca asked all of his fans and followers to meet him at the stadium. Bring your pink robes. We're going to walk into that arena together and prove a point to the wrestling universe that we exist and that we are going to stand up and boo and be the fans that we are, regardless of what The Rock thinks or not.
Well, and that's the thing, Mark. And that's the thing, like, he loves to name call and he loves to generalize. That's what The Rock does. That's what he did on Friday in SmackDown. We'll get to that. But you want to know something? I'm not doing this show from my mother's basement. I'm a grown man. I'm doing this show from my office, in my home, on the biggest mountain in Vernon, New Jersey. The Cody crybabies aren't who you think they are, Rock. All right? They're not these people that are losers that he likes to label as losers. They're grown men with careers and families that are fans
Doctors,
and love Cody Rhodes. Let me tell you something. This pink robe that I'm wearing, this pink robe ain't my robe. It's my wife's robe. I just got finished making love to my beautiful wife, Violetta.
Woo!
And after I was done, I put her robe on. I sat down and I did this show, Rock. You want to say jack off? We'll go into that another time. But I'm telling you this. You think we're losers. All right? We're not. We're winners. You just hate us because we drowned you out. We took you out of the main event of WrestleMania, pal. You thought you were just going to walk right in, and everybody was going to bow down and say, oh, my God, The Rock is back. Screw Cody and his story. That's not what happened, pal. How do you like it? How does it feel that you had to change your personality? You had to change your character because the one that you had, the tired one, they didn't want to see it anymore. The fans are over it. There's a new man in town. That's Cody Rhodes. Okay? You don't just walk right in and finish somebody's story. He's going to finish the story at WrestleMania 40. Okay? It's over for you now. Okay? Love you, respect you. I'm not going to name call you. But you don't know that. See, the problem you have, Rock, is you think you know the Cody crybaby. You don't. You have to know your enemy. You should know that, Rock. Know your enemy, pal, and you don't. We are, and you don't even know who we are, okay? We're successful, okay? We have respect. We have love, dedication. We have families, all right? We're not these losers that you think that we are. And listen,
a brain surgeon.
Brain surgeons, doctors,
a guy listens
lawyers.
to our show while he's performing surgery on brains.
And let me tell you this. And let me tell you this. There's some Cody crybabies on the board of TKO. How do I know? Because Cody's back in the main event at WrestleMania 40. You thought you were going to walk. You thought you could go on Pat McAfee's show and say, hey, if I wanted to, I could have been in the main event at WrestleMania 39. Who knows? Maybe I'll be at the main event at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. Not happening. You're not. You're not in the main event. Maybe a tag match in night number one. That's a good place for you. And a tag match night number one. That's a nice B player situation for you, Rock. You know what? Sit outside the ring, come in, get the tag every once in a while, do your moves, call it a day. But when it comes to the main event of night number 2 at WrestleMania, it's going to be Cody Rhodes going after the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. So you know what? Enjoy night number 1. We'll be watching. We'll be watching. We'll be talking about it here on Busted Open. But the main event of night number 2, Cody's back. You thought you were going to take him out. You thought you were just going to walk in and fill a void. There's no void to fill because Cody's the guy that we want to see. And this pink robe represents who the Cody crybaby is. Love-making, money-making, successful people that are going to watch their guy, Cody Rhodes, become the new WWE Undisputed Universal Champion at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. And you know what? If you like, you could sit next to me and watch it happen in Philadelphia. I'll have a ticket for you, Rock. I'll have a ticket for you. 877-344-4893. Go ahead, bully. Go ahead.
Nah. I'm good. I like the way you ended it.